Hi guys, in today's video I want to share with you my two praying mantis species that I currently keep. So firstly we have my giant Asian mantis, scientific name heirodula membranacea or membranacea, however you want to pronounce it. Just go for your life guys and say it how you want, because that's what I do. And as the name suggests, these guys do originate from Asia, so quite a temperate environment. So humidity wants to sit around 60-70%. But if it drops lower than that, don't worry. They're quite a hardy mantis, so I wouldn't worry about conditions too much. Just a light spray in their enclosure every 2 to 3 days will be absolutely fine for this species. And the spraying also aids with molting, as a dry molt can end in damage to the limbs and possibly a fall, guys. So a bad molt could potentially kill your mantis, so you want to keep an eye on that. Heirodula species also get fairly large, with females being slightly larger and more heavily bodied than the males. So a decent sized enclosure will be needed for these guys. If you're looking at owning one, a tall sweet jar, possibly a storage container can work well. I'm actually using a small exoterra at the moment, and I will be getting a bigger one. I'm using the exoterras as I find them more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. They look better in my opinion. And yeah, so substrate. As for substrate guys, you can use coconut core, and that's what I'm actually using, or an eco earth. And this works well for the humidity. You could also use some sort of paper towel or sterile topsoil. Some even use vermiculite and bare bottom, but I don't recommend bare bottom. Some people that do bare bottom only do this as mantis species spend most of the time at the top of the enclosure anyway, so they don't see the point in putting a substrate in. I provide a substrate as my mantis is actually in a bioactive enclosure at the moment, with little springtails, and I'll be adding some isopods soon. These little microorganisms break down dead plant matter, feces, waste, etc. And yeah, so that's them. You also need to provide plenty of foliage, but the most important thing guys is climbing sticks, such as bamboo, cork bark, anything like that, for the mantis to be able to climb, as certain plastics stop the mantis being able to stick. So yeah, could potentially also end in a fall. Some people also recommend using some sort of mesh that they attach to the sides of the plastic enclosures, just to give the mantis extra grip and to aid with climbing. Heirodula species are also great for beginners. They're extremely placid, and they are great for handling if you choose to. I don't really like handling my inverts guys, as they are extremely fragile and easily damaged. But yeah, you can actually handle this species if you choose to, as I say. So yeah, that's that one. Okay guys, next up is my Deroplatys desiccata, also known as my giant deadleaf mantis or Malaysian giant mantis. And these guys also get fairly large, so again, tall and suitable housing will be needed. As for humidity, I tend to keep these guys the same. Just a light spray every 2 or 3 days is absolutely fine for these guys. And she has absolutely thrived in my care, so I think I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, I'm actually not sure if it's a he or a she. He or she actually matured maybe a month ago. So if somebody could leave me a comment and help out, that would be greatly appreciated. And as for maturing, it's both good and bad news really guys. Good because she looks absolutely stunning, as you can see. She's actually just given me a fret posture. As you can see, her wings are just started coming out still. But again, these guys, yeah, they get fairly large. Yeah, I'd say this girl is around the 10 centimetre mark. And the bad news guys is actually mantises actually only live around a year from nymph to adulthood, which is a real shame because I absolutely love keeping them. Mantises are one of my favourite inverts to keep, due to their ease of care, You can handle them. They're generally good feeders, and yeah, they don't take up a lot of space really. But yeah, just due to the short lifespan, guys, it's a real shame. It's a real pain in my ass, you know, having to buy new mantis every year. And the money soon adds up with enclosures and live plants if you have them, lighting equipment, you know. So yeah, it's just one of those things, guys, really. But actually, one really interesting fact about this particular mantis is that when startled, she will fall to the floor and act like a dead leaf. But you don't really want to startle them too often, as fall could result in injury again, guys. One thing I did forget to mention, guys, is temperature. Both my species that I keep are kept at around 24-25 degrees Celsius. And again, they've absolutely thrived at these temperatures. So room temperature is absolutely fine. You shouldn't need any additional heating unless your room is extremely cold. So yeah, that's pretty much my mantises, guys. If you did enjoy this video, remember to please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.